Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to my broadcast from the New Earth from 1122 Magic and Miracles Lane. I'd first like to acknowledge on this planet and in America the celebration of Veterans Day, which is always on November 11th, to honor the soldiers that have fought in wars here and abroad. It takes great courage, even if you may or may not agree with the fact that you were made a soldier or you chose to become a soldier. And the honor of your courage is to be acknowledged on this day. 1111 has other meanings connected to bringing things into the physical dimension. There are many truths in all of creation. There's never been one truth. And the key is to remain open so that you can expand and grow into a greater awareness of the fullness of an unknowable source. The only thing that I know is that there's one ocean and an infinite number of drops of water within the ocean. Even that I remain open to it being something different. But for me, it is the basis for the way that I see life. And it is the basis for things that come to me to pass on. So once again, I will share some words. You don't have to track them. Or even follow them. There'll be moments when you feel something that's connected to you that will change your reality. And that's all that matters. This is called the final piece. The only way to quell the storm of decisiveness is to flatten the false belief that you may think that you are loving and kind all the time, for we are not. And I tell you that we are all seen and heard. Each one of us is seen and heard. We say we love everyone, and we are to be kind to everyone. And then if someone disagrees with our position and what we think is best, we want to kill them. I suppose everyone does not mean everyone. It means everyone who sees the world as I do. The word everyone is then a falsehood that all must look within and see. This truth is what will flatten separation, not the reality of everyone seeing and believing in the same thing. We all think we know what is best for the world. The key word is all. And we think that those that think differently from what we think must come to see what we see, or they must go. Sound familiar? That's religion. One person or one group of people saying this is the truth, and all who do not see it and accept it are going to hell. And if they don't get there soon enough, we will expedite that by taking their life. That's the energy that exists within the energy of polarization and separation. That is the energy in all politics and in just about all competition of any kind. You root for your side to win, and you want the other side to lose. But what goes unnoticed is the anger and hate that rises slowly and subtly inside you towards the enemy of your chosen side. If you look closely, you will see things within you that you didn't even think were there. But you will ignore them because you will feel that they are justified. For after all, the other side is ignorant, stupid, a puppet, a demon, a something that deserves your hate and feeling of superiority. And of course, we don't think that that could ever be in us, as we are such sweet and loving people. Today, I am flattening it all the false love and all the lack of self-awareness, so that no one can look at another without first looking at themselves. I am standing on the new earth, and I tell you, unless you begin to see everyone as you, and I'm talking about everyone, then you will continue to reside on the old earth where you can play the game of separation and judgment, my side versus their side. But today I'm calling it all out, and it is about fucking time. It is enough, and it is time for it all to end. When your adult kids or our adult kids don't see the world the way we do, we call them names and throw them into the trash. We don't call them names and throw them into the trash. No, we usually go the other way and say that I know somewhere inside of them they are beautiful people. I have always known that about them, even as now they can't see some manipulation over their thinking. You will never stop loving them, no matter what they do or what their beliefs are. So what is the difference between them and a politician or a football team that you don't like? They are sons and daughters to someone who will always love them just as you will always love your children. We must stop and see that our judgments are flawed and lacking simple logic and reasoning, and certainly love. The light is coming upon every heart so that nothing will no longer be hidden. We're not in the converting business. We're in the kindness business. We're in the loving business. All of us that have adult children want them to see things as we do, to benefit from our wisdom and experiences. But in fact, our children are exactly like we are. We just seem to forget when we reach a level of awareness. But in our great elevated awareness, we have missed that final piece, that most important of all pieces. And that is that I was just like they are. And in fact, to someone with far more awareness than me, I am still just like they are, gaining more awareness until I can decide for myself what I do or do not know. Every flower grows at its own rate. It must come to the fruition of its magnificence in its own time. You were not the person you are now when you were your children's age. You had far less awareness, and you were still discovering through your own life experiences what you would choose to accept in your life and what you would not. Encouragement, kindness, and unconditional love is what you needed. You did not need to feel like you must meet someone's expectations of you. This flattening is coming to lighten the load. Your worry and attention of what others are doing and if it is right or wrong is weighing you down. Feel it all fall from your shoulders, all the responsibility for your adult children, your elderly parents, your friends, beloved, and even your young children, except for their physical needs. Go and enjoy your life and let them enjoy theirs. They will reach out to you when they need your help. Otherwise, the best thing you can do for them is to stay out of their lives, unless it is to deliver understanding, encouragement, and unconditional support. If you get a signal to pass on something to them because you are shown where they are suffering, do it without expectation, without judgment, but with utmost care, kindness, and concern. Once again, feel the weight of responsibility fall away from all humanity. It was never our job to fix anyone and make them think and act like us. If you are being led to assist others, then you will do it with great compassion and zero expectations. Otherwise, you still may need to transcend some things within you before you can assist others. I am glad my daughter doesn't think and act like me. That would mean that I think I've got it all figured out, when in fact, I'm still growing and expanding. Not to mention that she knows more than me in certain areas, and I can benefit from her. This is the final piece, an awareness that ends all attacks against another, which is against yourself. Peace, I give you, a peace and a lightness that will truly bring joy to your heart. This is an offering to humanity, but it is also me calling out all of humanity for accepting the illusion of separation, for that is what I have come to do. Cheers to us all, and congratulations on the lightness and joy that will now fill your heart. A living portal. The whole job of the programs and beliefs that exist in this physical world is to tell us that there is something wrong with us. There is nothing wrong with us except the belief that there is something wrong with us. Something wrong with our body, our appearance, our intelligence, our decisions, or our level of spirituality. Once we accept this as true, we are screwed, because we must spend most of our day trying to fix something that is not broken. This causes us great frustration and tremendous fear, which causes us to lash out at others judge and blame, or be mad at the people who are just like us. For like you, they too are just believing that something is broken within them, and the reactions that come from this belief are endless. There then is a constant chorus of we must fix this. They are doing it wrong. They are breaking it all, which affects my well-being. The only way out is to leave. And when I say leave, I mean no longer accepting the belief that you are broken and completely living a reality that you will create when you say that to yourself. Then go and have fun building whatever you want in your newly created reality that I am saying will exist upon the new earth. But you can have it exist wherever you want it to exist. It's completely up to you. Will this be easy? Yes and no. It will seem so easy once you accept it within yourself. You will say, wow, that was so easy. Why didn't I do that a long time ago? But until you come to that awareness, it will be like trying to stop doing something that you have been addicted to. And like the motto of Alcoholics Anonymous, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better, will be a grand achievement each day towards accepting this new way of seeing yourself. I use the word addiction, even though it is a strong word, but it is the closest word I know to describe the power and influence of the old earth and its programs and belief systems. We became so dependent on all the information that comes from outside of us, and that's because we lost the ability to trust ourselves. I can see the door that we each walk through whenever there is a problem or whenever there is fear. It leads to a hallway that is filled with diagnosis and patterns of behavior that produce the loss of our sovereignty and authority. That is the door we must now walk by. We must come to know that there is nothing wrong with us, even if everything in our body and everything all around us is telling us something different. Like the alcoholic, we must walk past the door to the bar and that dependency on the feeling we got when we took that drink. Once we walk past the door, we will discover the existence of magic and miracles and the existence of our own power and magnificence. The door and the hallway have made us dependent on it by telling us that all the solutions are through that door. But where we have been misled from the start is the acceptance that we need to have a solution in the first place. I tell you, it is the greatest feeling in the world to be sober and realizing that you are no longer going to have another drink from that hallway inside the door. As I have said before, you will be like a salmon swimming upstream because all of humanity has lived on having those drinks. But I, for one, will not go back. And if it takes one day or 1 year or 1,000 years for one other person to join me, it will have all been worth it. Our nature to solve problems and fix things have been like a double-edged sword. In our nature to help, we at the same time agree with the program that says that something is broken. We then add to the likelihood that the person will think that they need to be fixed. And then we also find it easy to blame people for not following our remedies to their non-brokenness. Only from the place where you have accepted that you are not broken can you communicate to people that there is nothing wrong. And if you have to come back into the realm of the false belief systems to change their awareness from those belief systems, it will be easy to do because you would have already done it for yourself. When you are in that place where you are living in the reality of your perfection, it will be like you're floating, and the feeling of being on the new earth while you are still walking on this one is simply indescribable. You'll see people in a completely new way, feel in a completely new way, and you will become a living portal for them to enter into the new earth through. They will feel that you are somewhere else because you are, and they will feel the peace exuding from you. They will feel your balance and the harmony that you bring with every interaction and contact. And when they step through the portal that is you, they will experience the reality of another existence which cannot be influenced by the programs and belief systems that were delivered with this reality to cause humanity to believe that they were broken. This will be an enormous recognition by all of humanity, and it will bring about an awareness that each one of us share the same fate and have the same hurdle to overcome. This produces the awareness and clarity that separation is now and forever clearly seen as an illusion. And this will bring about a compassion and a love that has never been felt or delivered from the human entity before. It will be the end of fixing anyone, especially yourself. For from within this physical reality, you are powerless to fix anything because you have simply forgotten that nothing is broken. Now you will truly be able to love one another as you have never loved before, for you will have seen the bigger picture through eyes that are now fully opened. This is a flattening of the human construct that has run amok for far too long. No one needs to learn. No one needs to teach. No one is higher or lower than anyone else. All are drops of water from the one ocean, having different expressions of an unknowable source, unique and individual, a marvel, a mystery, having their own journey and adventure within their own perfect timeline. It is time for each person to clearly see this and get on with the adventure that is about you, which you came to experience, and let everyone else do the same. So now we're back on the playground, swinging on the swings, climbing up the monkey bars and sliding down the sliding board. After that, we board our ship and fly off to the outer reaches of the universe. And as a smile begins to come across your face, you will have forgotten everything that was just said. But you will feel the lightness in your being. And when you return from your adventure on the playground and in the outer reaches, you will have brought that you that is full of lightness, freedom, and adventure back into the physical plane. Cheers to us all. We're really going somewhere now. For I can feel this message going out to everyone on all the worlds. Walk through this life as a living portal and be a path for everyone to know and feel that they were never broken. It is done. Now watch what happens. From 1122, Magic and Miracles Lane, I now sign off. having given you everything to see who you are, to bring you to a place of unconditional love for yourself and for everyone. And to allow you to deliver to yourself and every person, everywhere, a perfect life with perfect health and a magic future. I am David.